Okay then, our first match of the night comes from Group A. James Wade going head-to-head with Mickey Mansell. Reminder as well, it is Luke Humphreys and Roby John Rodriguez who make up this group. Well, James Wade, a three-time runner-up at the Grand Slam, made the semi-finals last year, and his first task this time, a group encounter with Mickey Mansell, who came through a qualifier last week, played really well to make his Grand Slam of Darts debut here this evening. It's a first meeting this year between these two. So how will it go then? To talk you through it, let's head over to comms, and good evening to Glenn Durrant and Dan Dawson.
Yes, good evening. Saturday night, opening night at the Grand Slam of Darts, and a man who knows all about this tournament. James Wade's played in almost every single one of them. Mickey Mansell, as Emma was saying, making his debut at the Grand Slam. The ripe old age of 51 years old, Mickey Mansell. He has got an awful lot of experience, Glenn Durrant. He is a title winner in PDC Darts, picked up that title back in 2018, but this is still a new experience for him.
Yeah, it might take him a couple of legs to come through, despite the fact of that experience that we talked about there, but he's very businesslike. James mentioned in his pre-interview there, maybe the one real worry for James is that the pace will be dictated by Mickey. A good guy, experienced, but I don't care how old you are, when you can see him turning around with a big smile on his face there. When you get on that stage for the first time and you see that crowd, it does test your mettle. But as you can see, even with his practice dart, he's very deliberate, a real aimer of the dart, and he'll want to settle very quickly, Dan.
Well, he might have been smiling on his way to the stage, but he walked past our commentary box before they did their walk-ons, and he was really psyching himself up. Sort of coincided with that moment where Wayne was saying he thinks that James Wade will beat him.
60.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most nerve-wracking moments, just when you're waiting to be called on for that walk-on. And look, we've seen from Nathan Aspinall bouncing around to people just closing their eyes, going into the zone. But you know, when I talked about having a good start, that'll settle him down if he could just then complement that and get a breaker throw in this first leg against James Wade. That would really settle him. But I'm so impressed with Wade these days.
180.
And it's that sort of stuff which is pretty impressive. Looks like he's ready to win titles again, James Wade. It's been quite a wait since his last one. But he has played some excellent stuff over the last few months in particular.
100.
Level pegging in this opening leg, though.
It's almost like he's added that mighty scoring that you need to complement the fact that we know he's arguably the best finisher we've seen, especially in the high-pressured situation. But it's this part of the game that's impressed me.
140.
And absolutely, he's ready to win again.
Well, quite rightly, it was pointed out how well Mickey Mansell and James Wade played in the qualifier, both coming through that Pro Tour card holder qualifier to get to the Grand Slam this year. Not here as title winners or major finalists. They only played to outperform these two in terms of the numbers. Martin Lukeman. We saw how well he played this afternoon in whitewashing Peter Wright. Treble 17. Bullseye. Decent lead.
Maybe a little bit of a happy accident there. But this is the type of finish that these guys practice. But this time he's only got the 3 darts in his hand. Not able to check out the 1-2 one. He's going to leave it pretty, but advantage Wade.
Single 6 to leave tops will be the plan. That was the plan.
88.
It was not the execution.
James,
and to be honest,
32.
he shouldn't really be missing on the 13 side. If you're missing, you miss low into the 10. You've still got 3 darts at double. It may be irrelevant.
Not a double yet associate with James Wade.
Second leg is Mickey to throw first.
But the form he's in right now, I think any desired tackle he's going for, he'll expect to hit.
When you've got the world #1 lurking in this group, does that put more importance on getting a win under your belt in an opening game? I mean, even for Mickey Mansell making his debut and playing one of the greats of the game in James Wade, is he almost thinking, oh, well, this is a better opportunity for a win than it is when I play Coolband?
Yeah, when you're playing this fantastic Grand Slam and look at that crowd and just that amazing stage, it's a wonderful feeling to get that first one under your belt. you know, that will be the target for both of these players. But Luke is hanging around. But I also think James Wade
45.
quite likes the fact of being the underdog as well. And I guess we chatted just before, and if there's going to be one real danger in that section of the draw, Group A, Group B, and James Wade could be that player because, well, I think he looks $1 million right now.
140.
Well, he seemed very relaxed so far today. That's probably a good sign.
$100.
It's more than a solid start from Mickey Mansell here. Not doing anything wrong. But this is very right from Wade. Very right indeed. His second 180 of the night already.
Yeah, Mickey Mansell's been meticulous in everything he's doing. In normal circumstances, just it's a brilliant start. Mansell's himself currently averaging over 113. Outstanding. Absolutely brilliant.
Got a dart at the bullseye for the 1-2-1 in the opening leg. Missed it. Will he get another dart at the bull? He will. And he hits it as well. James Wade has shot off like a bullet.
It's James to throw first. Game on.
And I think, Dan, the fact that reaction there, you know, because it's just a run to 5, that could be a really, really important moment because Mickey Mansell's been brilliant in those opening 2 legs, but that'll feel like a real sucker punch. That was 100. A big haymaker. I mean, looking at Mickey Mansell, he goes into that qualification. It was a surprise to me to see his name. I mean, going into it, his last 40 games, he'd only won 16 of them, but that's the romance of the qualification for the Grand Slam, whether you like it or you don't like it. For someone like Mickey Mansell, just having that fantastic day. And look, he's brought it onto the stage, but he's up against just a beautiful performance so far from James Wade.
Well, look, not many players have won this title. 8 in total, but 2 of them were playing in the qualifier and beaten by Mickey Mansell. Gerwyn Price, a 3-time champion, and Raymond van Barneveld, of course.
85.
And others besides.
Yeah, nice little 110 average against Matt Campbell as well. He was phenomenal in that opening game.
$60.
Well, just the 60. And there's a little opening here for Mickey Mansell. If he can snaffle this leg away against the darts, he's back in this game.
$100.
You know, when I said he might feel a little bit tight, the arm might not feel like it was in the practice room. Disregard that.
$60.
What was a possible opening is now a definite opening. Mickey Mansell should be leaving a finish from here. What kind of a finish is he going to leave? Pretty good one by the looks of it.
Well, the mentality when you see the 176 is one treble. But after that first dart, you'd have expected more. He got more. And this would be for a breaker thrown right back in this match. There'll be pressure on it, though.
Well, don't hit a maximum. That is superb from James Wade.
Mickey
The
required
perfect
36.
setup to leave tops. Asks a question of the Northern Irishman. And he has the answer. This is superb stuff.
Full thing, it's Mickey to throw first.
He'll go through that pre-throw process, just a little sip of the drink. Once taking his eyes off that desired target, that arm doing all the work, like I said, meticulous in everything that he does. Maybe sometimes the problem when you're a slow player like Mickey is that you can overthink the problem. Maybe not a good time there to bellow that out.
Well, it's unlikely that Mickey Mansell's going to continue to go on at 100-teens average. Oh, Robin Hood. He's going to persevere on the treble 20.
80.
these sorts of opportunities, Mickey Mansell playing at the Grand Slam, they're few and far between. Obviously, it's his debut here. But even when he did win that title, it wasn't getting him into things like the World Match Play, you know, giving him opportunities in the big week-long major events. His wins have almost exclusively in the big TV events come at the World Championship, where he's picked up a first-round win 3 times, or the UK Open, sort of FA Cup of darts, with loads of players, open draw. In the last 10 years, he's only won 1 TV game outside of those 2 tournaments. So this is a huge opportunity. 3 matches guaranteed in the group phase, and look, if he carries on playing at this standard throughout, he's got a real chance of getting out what looked like a nightmare group for him.
41.
Well, from 2-0 down, we were waxing lyrical, weren't we, about James Wade, even looking at his average, but see, Mickey Mansell's average, barring that first start into the big one, has been over 110 throughout.
22.
Not anymore. Sorry, Mickey.
Trudge back from the board might have been even a little slower than he's used to.
140.
Yeah, the strategy was clear there from James Wade. Just maybe took 2 or 3 seconds for him to just press the reset button. I guess it's one of the challenges when you play it. Mickey Mansell was so used to seeing quick fire, rapid. I mean, even in this afternoon, brilliant games, you know, the pace can be so quick. But Mansell does offer that different challenge. But it looks like Wade's been up to it so far. Important leg.
Climbing his way to double top.
80.
A dart missed, a
Mickey
3-1 and a
requires
breaker throw,
71.
and Mickey Mansell treble 17 for double 10 will probably be his route. Now 14 and tops for a level game. 2 apiece. Mickey Mansell.
Mickey Mansell.
Just holding the pose for a fraction of a second there. Have a think about that one, James.
Yeah, he's not one to bully, Mickey. He loves a fight. He loves a scrap.
119.
But when you look at it, I think both players, when it sort of goes to 4-4, they'll be up for the challenge. That's the reaction from James Wade. He's just finding that treble with real ease, Dan. This is a really, really good game for the both, and just the way James Wade probably went into this game, it's probably on paper a match he was a massive favourite for. It's a big challenge the way Mickey's playing. He doesn't look like he's going to relent.
139.
Wade said he hadn't picked up his darts for a week, and 2 legs into this, he must have felt that, oh, this is brilliant. Everything's going according to plan. But Mickey Mansell, rock solid stuff from the Clono Cyclone.
Yeah, word used in darts, timing. And these players that can just put the afterburners at any time. If I said in August that Mickey Mansell had 3 consecutive games where he lost 6-0, and he is just a few months later
140.
challenging one of the real greats of darts.
Wade still with the advantage, though. He has the throw in the odd numbered legs, so he knows just holding his throw will be enough.
43.
It looks like he's going to be under no pressure whatsoever. Straight up and down shot, 60. Now the 3. And then back up to double top.
63.
Yeah, no dramas. He will be back. This has been the worst leg of the match so far for Mickey Mansell. The one good thing is the fact it is on James's throat.
James, you require 40.
Looks like a decent marker. Double 10.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
Rarely an issue for James Wade. 3-2.
It's Mickey to throw first. Game on.
We've talked an awful lot about the short format, but you don't have that luxury of time on your side, and Mickey has to put that one to bed. Back on throat, back in the treble.
121.
is 180 number 3 for James Wade. A man who has only failed to get out of his Grand Slam group once in all the years he's been playing in this tournament.
140.
Yeah, the consistency of James Wade at the Grand Slam. He loves the format. Right now, he loves that treble 20.
He really does love it.
Oh,
Skewed off. Just when it looked like we might be on a 9-darter again. Handful of times this afternoon we saw 6 perfect darts to start a leg.
Absolutely perfect, just under that bottom section of the treble 20. Great camera angle just to see the eye line, that Mickey Mansell. He'd be disappointed after that first start, but he is down to a finish.
Mickey require 140.
Leaves the 103 that he got a dart to take out the previous leg, James Wade. Probably get to go at it again.
Maybe not. For 3-3. Definitely not. Mickey Mansell means business.
Something, it's James to throw first.
Sharp Mickey Mansell. What a game to start the night. Both of them averaging in 3 figures. Both of them with a ton-plus finish. And Mickey Mansell, he let that one linger even longer.
Engaging with the crowd as well. He's loving it up there. The best feeling in the world when you're producing your best darts. Mickey Mansell has not reached the quarter-final in any event in 2024. And here he is, timing once again, producing his best darts. Effectively now just a best-of-3 game.
Wade keeps coming at him. Look, qualifying for your debut at the Grand Slam is one thing, particularly for a player in his 50s. But on opening night to have the crowd chanting your name as they just were, Mickey Mansell, this is good. But can he come away with the victory?
140.
He is not budging an inch, is he?
This is a proper slugfest, this. Absolutely loving this. Both players are enjoying it. The crowd, what a start to the night. After that brilliant session of darts this afternoon. Are we going up another notch?
$135. James requires.
It's enough to keep him interested. Treble 17 and Bull again. This time Wade doesn't get the 51. Now Mickey Mansell, having taken out 140,
57.
It's only 1 point more, but this is a more difficult shot. He can't throw 2 darts into the same treble. That makes it harder. But it's not impossible. This would be sensation. Oh, Mickey Mansell! The width of a wire, and that could be the difference between winning and losing this game.
But James Wade is tailor-made for this type of opportunity. Massive dart.
60. Mickey requires 24.
Mickey Mansell allowed back to the board to lead this game for the first time, to put him within a leg of victory. Mickey Mansell is 4-3
Mickey
up.
Mansell. Anything, it's Mickey to throw first.
James Wade, the great James Wade, averaging close to 105, has been let down by his doubles, and Mickey Mansell is showing him how it's done.
Engrossing, enthralling game.
$81.
Can Mickey Mansell close this out? He has played in pretty much the same manner in which he played in the qualifier to get here. So has James Wade. And he managed to come through the qualifier only dropping 1 leg. It's 1 leg away from defeat here.
Scrap my notes early doors.
100.
My notes read, don't be complacent, James Wade. Maybe didn't give the credit that Mickey Mansell deserved in this game. He's been absolutely brilliant, and all he has to do now is manage that adrenaline,
97.
which right now will be pumping through his body. Almost like a 3-or-1 leg of darts. You've got the darts, Mickey, but the circumstances quite often makes it more different than that, but he's still in that treble 20 bed.
100.
Is that enough?
Mickey Mansell in his entire career has never thrown 100 average on TV. Yes, this is a race to 5 legs, but he is currently averaging 102. And there's plenty of games he's played, which is first to 4 legs in the World Cup of darts, where he's had brilliant performances in the past, but he's never registered 100 average. Tonight could be the night.
He looks comfortable. He looks calm.
That's a killer of a dart for him. Oh, and he's followed it up with another. Yes, he's down to a finish, but James Wade might fancy his chances here.
That's awkward. He's persevering. And that's the reason why I was looking at the treble 18 but James Wade,
56.
he knew what he needed. He's been for that 64. That was a decisive moment. Will he be back? Or will Mickey Mansell do something special? Wade will be back for that 64 finish, but the pressure coming back from Mickey Mansell
96.
is right there.
James requires 64.
Mansell is 60 for the match. James Wade, it's the 64 that posed him problems in the previous leg. This time he leaves tops. It has to go. It doesn't
24.
go. Wade dumbfounded. Mansell
Mickey
with a
requires
chance.
60.
20 for tops. This shouldn't be too difficult for Mickey. He's got this loopy throw that shouldn't be in the way. And he brushes James Wade out of the way, because on his Grand Slam debut, Mickey Mansell has beaten the 3-time finalist James Wade. Group A has a new challenger, and it is Mickey Mansell. You'll see the other 2 later tonight with Luke Humphries and Roby John Rodriguez, but coming up after the break, we're going to Group G, which features another former finalist in Gary Anderson, but also the recent World Grand Prix semi-finalist in Relentless, Ryan Joyce, who's been speaking backstage.